What on earth have we just witnessed in Deventer? Aston Villa were... That is right, we have lost 2-1 to the Go-Ahead Eagles. You know what they say, never go ahead against the Go-Ahead Eagles. If you go ahead against the Go-Ahead Eagles, they're going to go ahead against you. Apparently, that is actually legit and true, because despite being 1-0 up within 4 minutes, Aston Villa probably played one of the worst 90 minutes of football in terms of our finishing in front of goal, the players' bottoms proverbially falling out due to 9,598 fans cheering a little bit too loud for some of the people on the pitch for Aston Villa. And we lost, and we deserved to lose, to be honest, because we had no fight, no desire, no passion by a couple of players. And I think this game really highlighted that a couple of players might not be up to scratch for Aston Villa at all. We're going to be previewing, we're going to be reviewing all of that stuff right now. Player ratings, we're going to be going through the match stats on FootMob. And if it allows me without being copyright striked, I'll try and do some highlights as well. But TNT Sports are pretty hot on that. But if you are enjoying the Aston Villa content, we're on the... where are we? Tielemans top. We're on that many subscribers right now. If you guys could do me a massive favour, give this video a like, share it around your Aston Villa fans, subscribe down below. We do previews, reviews and everything in between on this Aston Villa channel, and help me get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be absolutely insane. We've got about 2 months to do it, and I fully believe in every single one of you. But let's review this game. I might get a bit angry. I'm not even going to lie. It was a little bit pathetic. So here we have... the match stats. Go-Ahead Eagles getting the 2-1 victory. Saray and Dejil getting the 2 goals. Evan Guasson putting Aston Villa 1-0 up within 4 minutes. Like I say, weather conditions were bad, but the classic Arsenal fan TV clip, tie. It was raining for both teams. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, attendance 9,500, but somehow the fans just seem to make the Aston Villa players absolutely cack their pants. Now, if we go down here and look at, this momentum, despite all the momentum that it may look like Villa had, the 2.82 expected goals to their 0.83, 18 shots and only scoring 1 goal is actually criminal, by the way. 6 big chances to their 2, 70% possession to Go-Ahead Eagles only having 30, and yet we never looked like the team that were going to win it from about the 25th minute onwards after we missed a couple of huge chances. And in the second half, we definitely didn't look anywhere near winning at all. These are the events of the game. Not going to look too much into that. We'll go straight down into the lineups. Now, I don't know how their goalkeeper's got man of the match, because I don't even think he actually made that many big saves, to be honest with you. A couple of decent saves, but I would probably say their man of the match was either this guy here, Saray, or was it their captain, the right back that scored the goal? He was very, very good. And really their centre mids as well were really, really dominant in the game over us. But, Emi Martinez, I genuinely don't know what to say about him anymore. I'm going to do my own player ratings. This is what FootMob thinks. It's giving Evan Guasson the highest rating of any Aston Villa player. That's not going to be true when we do my ratings. Lindelof at right back didn't work. The 2 left-footed centre-backs did not work. Ian Maatson played okay, but switched off for the second goal. I don't know how it's given Sancho a 6.3. I actually thought Sancho was one of our better players alongside this man, Lamar Bagada. Nana was okay. The penalty, we'll get into the penalty. And Ollie Watkins, I think he's finished. And I know what you're thinking. He's not finished. He's only 25. He's actually 29. That was a big TalkSport reference. Big up for anyone that got it. But he looked woeful in front of goal again. Again, the substitutions. John McGinn, Morgan Rogers, Matty Cap. They did change the game slightly. Gave Villa some more opportunities. But look at their recent results. And we've gone and lost. Let's do my player ratings. And I'll break down what I thought of this game whilst we're doing it. I've got the lineup relatively okay in my preview, but let's just kick it off straight in with Martinez. 3, I think arguably couldn't have done much about the 2 goals. Maybe the second goal could have been out a bit quicker, but his distribution was pretty poor this game. Kicking it out for throw-ins sometimes. Our general play out of the back wasn't fantastic until we got it into our midfielders. just looks like a man whose heart isn't in it anymore, which is true of a couple of other players in the Villa team as well. And that's a little bit worrying. I probably would have gone for Bizot in this game, to be honest. Lindelof, I'm going to give a 3 as well. I don't know if he's ever played right back before, but if he has, he looks so out of his depth in this game, playing at right back. It was unreal. He looked like a player that had just never played at right back before. Like, it was really bizarre. And it completely killed. And we had nothing going down that right-hand side. I know Guesson was the one that got the goal. We had nothing down that right-hand side. Bogard was having to really dig him out of some trouble. And it didn't help that alongside him, we had Mings, who I'm going to give a 5 to because he was all right in the air. You know, a couple of decent clearances and tackles. But a left-footed centre-back like Mings, who's not fantastic on the ball, playing on the right-hand side of a back four, didn't really work for me. And that wasn't helped out by the fact that Powell next to him also gets a 5, was letting balls bounce. That's like when I play Saturday football. That's the one thing that we're always moaning at people. Don't let the ball bounce. Yet he was letting the ball bounce. Our offside trap was a joke this game. The line was all over the place. I don't think Lindelof particularly got the line very good either. And I know that and we're going to get on to Maatsen, and Maatsen was guilty of it as well, but Pau Torres also guilty of switching off a couple of times in this game, letting players through, and I think letting the man through for the goal. And Maatsen, I think, had a decent game offensively. His link-up with Jadon Sancho was actually really, really good this game. I really enjoyed watching that, but switched off massively for the second goal. I can't give you anything when you're at main fault for a goal. Do you know what I mean? Lamar Bogard, for me, a bit of a shining beacon. Looks really, really confident on the ball at the moment as well, like taking it past players. And for my money, could be the breakout star of Aston Villa's season this year. Onana, I would give a 7. I think Bogard actually shone a bit more for me in this game, but Onana actually was very, very solid. I enjoyed watching Onana this game, looking like he's back to his best on the ball, driving us up the pitch. Again, reminds me of Yaya Touré. If he can get to anywhere near prime Touré levels for City, we could have a right player on our hand. Now, this is going to be a controversial one. Maybe it's because I'm angry about the game last night. But I'm going to give Guesson the 2. Our goal scorer. Yeah, I've never seen anyone so wasteful. So wasteful. Should have had 2 goals. I don't know how he didn't score when he got put through. You know, 1-on-1. This lad used to be a striker. So wasteful. His passing was not very good this game. His crosses were awful this game. His finishing was lacklustre. I don't see how, apart from defensively, I don't see how in any aspect of his game he's an upgrade on Leon Bailey. And this summer, and we're going to get onto another player, but this summer really feels like a Monchi disaster class. We move on though, and just after I've said a Monchi disaster class, I'm going to give Sancho a 7. I think he was probably one of our better players. I think he has to start against Manchester City. I thought he looked really, really good on the ball. His link-up play was great. His link-up play with Maatsen was good. If he could, get that similar link-up play with Digne, I don't know whether Digne is going to be fit for the Manchester City game. That is yet to be seen. But I think with someone like Marlon, who will actually make runs, with someone like Rodgers, who will come across and play in that pocket with him, I think Sancho looked really, really good. A bit of a shining light for me. Watkins, I'm going to give a 2. Hold-up play non-existent. Passing, not very good. And he's a striker that's missed... Is it a 1-on-1? Is it effectively a tap-in from just outside the 6-yard box when Guesson played him in? Just looks so bad in front of goal. And then Bundia, I'll give a 3. Why is he on penalties? So the commentator said that that's like his second penalty in the last 5 years. The last one he took inside an actual game, bar a penalty shootout, was for Norwich. At that point, we had Rodgers on the pitch. We had John McGinn, our captain, on the pitch. We had Kamara, who's actually not too bad at penalties, on the pitch. Why was Bundia on it? Why are we so bad at penalties? Why is Harvey Elliott not getting any minutes? This was just terrible from Villa. Turns out BT Sport will very much copyright strike me if I put any highlights into this video. So we're just going to discuss the game quickly whilst we're signing this video off. And like I say, I can't really have much positive to say about this performance whatsoever. I don't understand how our players seem to bottle it. There was only 9,000 fans. We were wasteful in front of goal. We didn't make use of our possession. 18 shots and 1 goal. And I'll be honest, and this is go ahead Eagles, their fans were absolutely brilliant. Their players showed spirit, fight, heart. It was fantastic to watch. Quality-wise, they were like a lower, bottom half of the table championship team, in my opinion. And yet, we found a way to lose. Really, really worrying. The only positive for me going into this Man City game is that Aston Villa seem to up a level whenever we're against better opposition. But even so, we need to finish top 8 in this Europa League. We can't afford to have an extra 2 games put onto our already hectic schedule. We want to just go straight into that round of 16. This is a game we couldn't afford to lose. Honestly, it's pathetic. What do you think though? Comment down below. I'm done with this. I'll preview the City game tomorrow, man.